up, what up, what up? Peace to the planet. What's going on out there today? How y'all doing today, man? Hope y'all had a blessed day at work, you know. It's Tuesday, what's it? 8:32. You know, tomorrow's hump day. Be halfway into the week, you know. More or less, I know y'all done got settled in. Probably just had dinner, put the kiddies away and had your little din and y'all about to shut it down. Before y'all do, you know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Say pop this in, it hurts. More or less, this is recipe 3. I put recipe 4 out yesterday by accident, but this is technically supposed to be recipe 3. So let's get into it. Today is food for thought, recipe 3. Welcome to Food Service. You dig? Let's get into it. We're gonna get right into it. Situation right here. I'm very experienced in this field. Sad to say, B. More or less, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on this situation because I want to teach y'all something based on how the situation went about and how it could have went about. Okay. So as of recently, this man, man and a police officer was had an altercation in Kansas, I believe it was. Yes, sir. Kansas. So boom boom. Man is driving, boom boom boom, whatever. He gets pulled over. He pulled over, police comes to the window, whatever. Asks him at least his license and registration, and you know, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So automatically, you know, that's a flag on the play. You know, you ain't wearing a seatbelt, you going straight, you getting a ticket, bottom line. And he said, you pulling me over for the seatbelt? This is the man that's driving. Man, I gotta get to work. I'm homeless. My kids, I gotta drop my kids off, you know. And you know what I mean? Immediately start getting aggressive, and you know. And then the officers being mad, calm, respectful, and telling him like, yo, listen, all you're doing is getting a ticket. You know, you didn't have your seatbelt on. And he start going back and forth. All these other people won't have their ticket, this, that, and the third. My man, he saw you. If it was other people, whatever the case might be, you got pulled over. You didn't have your ticket. You didn't have your seatbelt on. That's what it is. But, of course, he want to go into it and making it a big deal. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, you got somewhere to be. If you so eager to get to where you have to go to, just take the ticket, you get to court, you fight it that way. But no, he want to start going into it. I want to see your supervisor, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, he doing the most. But, hey, it is what it is. More or less, though, you know. Officer asked him to step out the car. He's like, yo, I'm not stepping out the car. I need to see your supervisor. He said, no, I'm not getting my supervisor. He said, that's my right. I have the right to speak to your supervisor. I need to speak to your supervisor. He's right, but at the same time, he's like, yo, you got somewhere to be. If you got to see the supervisor and you in a rush to drop the kids off, get to work, you're taking up a lot of time that could be avoided. But anyway, he didn't want to get out the car. And then the police opened the door, and the other officer who was on the other end, because you know how they do. They got one on your side, one on the other side. As the one talking to you, the other one is just, you know what I'm saying, looking throughout the car, seeing what's going on. And, you know what I'm saying, is anything illegal or what have you. So, you know what I'm saying, as he's doing that with the cop, as the other cop is doing that on the other side, the one cop and the guy just start, you know, getting into it because he already opened the door, and he's like, yo, listen, you got to step out the car, this, that, and the third. He grabs him, he steps out the car, and then he's like, I can't believe this, over a ticket, over a seatbelt, this, that, and the third. So the other officer comes from around, and she tries to, you know, apprehend the dude, and in the process of him, the officer tussling with it was a male officer and a female officer. As opposed to the male officer tussling with the guy, the other female officer reaches for her gun. When she assumed it was her gun, but it was actually, you know what I mean, she assumed it was her taser, but it was actually her gun. So when doing so, she pulls it out, she, you know what I'm saying, shot him. She's like, oh shit, I shot him. You know what I'm saying? She, obviously, you could tell by her reaction, she didn't know that it was her gun. She assumed it was her taser. It was, so I just say it's a careless mistake, but that's what it was, you know? Let's keep it a funky. You know, one thing about me, man, like, listen, real is real. I mean, Lies is lies. The truth is the truth. Yes is yes. No is no. And like, right is right. Wrong is wrong. It's no in between, man. It's pick a side, you know. So that being said, you know, it just got real quick. He's screaming, and you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I know how it feels taking a hot one. So like, more or less, yeah, you know, more or less though, that's what it was, and yeah, that's what the situation transpired to, from something that's just a simple pullover where you where you could have just took your ticket and went about it that way, and you fought it in court. One thing a lot of people don't know, like, listen, they're the arresting officer. If you come with proof and you come with actual, you know, facts stating that, you know, what was given to you was a factual statement or a ticket or what have you, you could fight that in court. You know, a lot of people don't know their rights. You know, it's been numerous situations. As a matter of fact, as of recently, I got pulled over for a situation where my eyes, at nighttime I'm driving, and I had the high beam on going through this certain street because it's so dark I could not see. And I had the high beams on. And due to the high beams being on, because like I tell you with my eyes, if it's too dark, you know, and I can't see, I need that high beam so I can see the parked car, or if I'm gonna hit the oncoming traffic, and I literally need to see it because it was seriously that dark. So it's a patrol car parked to the side, and he pulls me over, and he asked me why I had my high beam. I explained to him, and I pulls out my letter stating from my doctor. I have this letter, I keeps it in my car, it's laminated and everything. Like, I'm not playing, you know what I'm saying? So I told him the situation about my eyes, took off my glasses. No, I'm sorry, I didn't even have my glasses on, because at nighttime I try not to, you know, but I took them off and I showed him my eyes. I was like, sir, I have a disorder with my eyes. And then he was telling me why you got the plates drop blocking the Empire part of your plates. I'm like, sir, New York plates is orange and blue. You can clearly see that is New York, sir. You mean to tell me you can't see the Empire part, and that's why you giving me another ticket? Okay, boom, he gave me a ticket for that, and he asked me why I got the tints. I'm like, you serious, sir? I just explained to you my situation with my eyes. I said, cool, no problem, boom, boom, boom. So what do? I wait, go to court. Had my letters, doctor, you know what I'm saying? And then, the other thing is that because I had New York plates, he wanted me to show proof that I live over here. And I said, no, sir, I live over here. My lady live over here, but my primary address is in Brooklyn. I mean, in New York. Yeah, Brooklyn. So more or less, though, he's like, you know, you have to bring proof that. I said, you know what? I never get into it. You know what I mean? From a person that knows the law, I never get into it with cops. Maybe when I was young, stupid, and naive, yeah. But as a grown-ass man, I know they're just the arresting officer. That's like when you're getting arrested, that officer telling you you're going to jail for 30, 40, 50 years. He's just the arresting officer. With all due respect, he don't know how many years you're getting. Just like this officer, he doesn't know what's going to go down in court once I get there. So he's doing his job. I'm going to take my ticket. I'm going to go on my way. So long story short, you know what I'm saying? I decided to get off track or whatever. But long story short, went to court, brung my letter, brung my proof of address, brung another doctor's letter stating my tints, as opposed to the one just with my eyes. So I had to go get that doctor's letter, laminated that too, just in case. I keep both of those in my car. So more or less though, took them to court, boom, boom, boom. Would you believe? All 3 tickets got dismissed. Hands on God, I'm telling you factual, you know, I don't lie, you know what I'm saying? I know my rights. I know how to move, I know how to altercate, I know how to alternate with certain things when it comes to the law, because you've been in much situations as I have, you know what I'm saying? You have a whole different level of respect, and if you know what must be done and how to go about it, you're going to execute it a certain way, you know? With this man's situation, like, he totally could have just, you know what I'm saying, just stepped out the car, but one thing led to another, he gets a hot one in his ass. Listen, I don't even feel sorry for him. Keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly the girl made a mistake. It wasn't purposely done. You know, as far as you know what I mean, him getting a hot one, no, nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to get shot, and nobody deserves to be, you know what I'm saying, treated in that manner. But this totally could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? This is something he honestly brought upon himself. You know, with that being said, it's like, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. You know what I mean? This goes out to the world, man. I want y'all to respectfully understand what I'm about to say is coming from the heart, and I want everybody, no matter what color you are, but ultimately, I'm really speaking to the black people. You know, we have a problem sometimes. We have a lot of animosity and a lot of, you know what I mean, anger within ourselves when it comes to the law. But you got to understand, it could go one or two ways. You're going home or you're going to jail based on this traffic stop. Now, if you got stuff in the car, you got warrants, you this, that, and the third, that's different. You know, I'm squeaky clean. I'm not that person anymore. So I'm speaking for the squeaky clean people. And even if you did all this stuff, if you handled it a certain way and you had all your paperwork and everything was tight with your alibi, what have you, you know what I'm saying? What I'm about to tell you can make you go home as opposed to going to jail. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? We need to understand, like, yo, not every cop is going to come at you on a racist point of view. And not every cop is racist. You know, majority of them possibly is. I'm not sure. You know, it's a thin scale. But I'm pretty sure as a man, how I've choose to always address something the way I would like to be treated. That's why I told y'all food thought of the day. The other day I said treat each other like you want to be treated. Or no, actually that's today's food thought for day. Food for thought. I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I be getting ahead of myself. But yeah, man, it's the love I got for y'all. Everything I do, man, is to inform people. I always like to inform people and letting them know. You know what I'm saying? Especially to the youngins, because you gotta understand, as young as we are, some of us is not gonna have as much of those valuable informations. Getting stopped and dealing with the cops on a certain level is very important on how to go about it. So this is what I had to say before I get sidetracked and all that. So boom. When getting stopped by the police, immediately, pull over. Pull over, park the car thoroughly. Me, I always try to park perfectly. So you know why? God forbid, you know what I'm saying, shit went left. I can leave my car parked there, give the key to the officer, and my lady or somebody will come pick up the car, and I know as opposed to it getting towed, it's going home or it'll be parked there and they'll come pick it up later. Been in situations like that, and that'll spare you too, as opposed to getting that towed and paying overnight storage, whole different situation. All right, cool. Get pulled over. Park the car, take the key out the ignition. After taking the key out the ignition, hands on 12 o'clock. You know? Keep your hands on the steering wheel like this. Both hands. Cops come to the window. One is going to be on your left, one's going to be on your right. You know, let them do their searching, do whatever the case might be through the window. Not that they opened your car and they all in. No, they doing with their flashlights. Understood? So as they doing that, question is asked, have you been drinking or smoking? No, sir. You know the typical question. I don't smoke, nor do I drink, sir. So I'm not that person anymore. Boom, boom, boom. Moving right along. Got license and registration. Yes, sir, I do. It's in my glove compartment. Can I reach for it? I'll reach for the license. Reach for my license and registration. I said, boom, here it is. Hands back on the steering wheel. You know, he said, well, you know why I'm stopping you? No, sir. He said, you know, the typical one where they try to, you know what I mean? If it's racial profiling, or you had a broken taillight, or you didn't signal, whatever the case might be. All right, cool. Hands on the steering wheel. All right. He said, you don't got no warrants or fines or nothing? There's nothing in the car. I said, no, sir. You know what I'm saying? Me, personally, I always give them the right to search the car. I don't have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? When you don't and you make them that comfortable, it's a whole different level of how they're going to be calm, cool, and collective and just go about the situation a lot more smoother. You know what I'm saying? So when that being said, it's like, yo, goes back, check, my paperwork good. Sometimes the officer's still standing there talking to you, or they went back there and then they, you know what I'm saying, they huddling up, doing they parlay, whatever. So yeah. So when they come back, you know, paperwork is good, everything is clean, boom, they'll give you a ticket, or sometimes they'll spare you based on how you conducted yourself, how respectful you was to them and they was to you, vice versa. I'm telling you this because I know that for a fact. I've been in numerous situations where I remember as a kid wilding out. What the fuck you stopping more for? You know what I mean? For I know it, I'm getting maced, I'm getting jumped, all that. As opposed to now, as a grown man, I know how to conduct myself. I know how to handle the situation. You know what I'm saying? What's your boy Drake once said, and he ain't never met a good cop. I'm like, yo, my G, keep it all funky, use the square, my boy. You ain't even in the category of what street niggas or real niggas go through. You understand? You that guy, you went in as far as rapping and music, that's your lane. You can't speak on some street shit. You feel me? Or you know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's specifically street shit, but a lot of situations where, you know what I'm saying, where shit get left because a lot of the niggas be in situations because it's street shit, warrants, or they hold it. You know what I'm saying? And niggas that's in those situations get pulled over time and time again. Or they know this shit verbatimly where, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm telling you for a fact. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? There's cops out there based on how you structured yourself and conduct yourself as a man, that same respect is going to be given to you. So, yes, on that note, I can't believe there's no good cops because I can vouch on numerous situations where I've scathed through. You understand? I could give you one situation right now. Now, mind you, I'm saying one because I can name about 4, 5, 6 other times where I went, got pulled over, and I went home that night. Mind you, I was supposed to go to jail. Boom. I'm in my local town, whatever. I'm driving. Just took a shower. You know what I mean? You could clearly see I got my shorts on, slippers, t-shirt. I ran to the store. I believe at the time, you know what I'm saying, to go get something to drink. There was no juice or soda in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I shot to the store, went to get that, and I'm on my way back. I don't know what it was. Oh, I don't remember. I ran the red light. I tried to make that, you know, that orange going into red. I ran the red light. Hands on God, I remembered it. You know what I'm saying? Comes up to the car. He's like, you know why I stopped you? I said, sir, I know already. I made that light. But if you're saying I don't, with all due respect, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you. You understand? Mind you, that's how I came off from the rip. I ain't even lied. I ain't trying to sugarcoat it. I ain't even trying to, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, yes, sir, this, that, and the third. Immediately. You know what I'm saying? Start talking to me in that same manner. And it's a whole different level of comfort now that I put him in. You understand? Because he know he's not dealing with an average Joe. Dealing with a gentleman. You understand? So that being said, asked me for my license and registration. I said, sir, I'm not even going to lie to you right now. I'm not going to hold you up and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. With all due respect, you know? Sir, I'm on this program called Drug Court. Technically speaking, I'm not even supposed to be behind the wheel because I have no license. God forbid you give me a ticket tonight. By the time I go home, you understand, or what have you, I have to immediately call my officer because I came into police contact. I am not supposed to be driving behind the wheel. Oh, another thing. I'm not even supposed to be outside the house right now because I'm on curfew. You understand? So that's the truth. I'm telling you that straight up. My name is Wes. No, matter of fact, I didn't even say my name. I'm going to tell you another thing with that. So I told them all that. And I said, I'm going to write my name. I'm going to spell my name. My name is W.I. Hands on God. I don't know how this happened or whatever. I said the first 2 letters of my name. This man said my whole government. Hands on God. Believe me if you want to. I said the first 2 letters of my goddamn name, and this man knew the whole goddamn shit. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you, this how much shit I've been going through, And motherfuckers knew me in that town. To the point, like, every time I used to be in jail or whatever the case might be, going to bail out or whatever, just going through the municipal court or whatever, through video court, he would see me, and I would tell him, do you want me to come pay your money? The judge, all the time, I got a joke with him. He would tell me, oh, no, go back to Brooklyn. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But sad, but it's true. Long story short, this dude knew me. So automatically, I'm already, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing, a way to go around it. He said, I said, I don't got no warrants, I don't got no fines, I don't got no nothing. That's the truth. He goes back, run my name, this, that, and the third. I swear to God, on my mama, on my two nephews and nieces, grandmama. You heard? On everything I love. This man goes. He said, yo, you don't got no warrants, and you really don't got no fines. He said, yo, you doing good. I said, wow. I said, sir, with all due respect, that the fact that you even know that, I just want to hug you. On my mama, I said that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he knew me and he said that I don't got no fines, no warrants, and he said that I'm doing good, it's a whole different level of respect that was there, because he acknowledged the fact that I've come a long way. You know what I'm saying? And I had so much shit with me when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And now as a grown man, he see how I'm conducting myself, and I kept it funky from the door. He said, where you going? I said, sir, I'm going home. He said, you better get there, turn that, and put the car up. I said, sir, yes, sir. You understand? Son, let me drive off. Now, mind you, when you get pulled over, you got no license, automatically your car's supposed to get towed away. That's one. Two, I'm supposed to get a ticket for driving while suspended. That's two. Three, I'm supposed to call my officer because I came in police contact. But because he did not give me a ticket and my car did not get towed away, you understand? By the skin of my teeth, you understand? I didn't have to report that to my officer. And I didn't, because I would have went to jail for driving while suspended, because I would have had to been honest with her. I would have went to jail for driving while suspended, plus 30 days for them, plus whatever the judge is going to hit me with for the actual driving while suspended. So that's two different situations. My judge for drug court would have hit me with 30 days for driving while suspended, plus jail time for being outside the house for curfew, and plus the actual court case for the actual ticket. So I escaped through all that and took my car home based on how I conducted myself. So I tell y'all this, people. This could reach anybody. I don't know everything. I don't got all the answers. You understand? But please fucking believe me. If I speak on something, that's on my grandmama. You already heard? That's on my grandmama. I mean that sincerely, yo. You know what I'm saying? When I speak on something that's coming from the heart. You heard? And I'm telling you my story because maybe it could help you. You understand? We don't got enough people trying to enlighten the youth and school them. You understand? On how to go about situations. A lot of us got so much animosity and so much hatred. You understand? But that shit that you could be dealing with life, that shit that you could be dealing with home, that shit that you just, you know what I'm saying? You fucked up, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no place to live, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what the situation is? But that shit is a prime example of what happened with old boy. Life was coming at him full speed. No place to live, kids in the car, plus he had to get to work. But you gotta learn to take a breather and calm down, because you're dealing with the law now. You could go to jail or you could go home. You could die or you could live. We gotta think, people. I know a lot of them out there is against us. I know a lot of them out there are racist. You understand? But don't give them that upper hand. Don't give them that upper hand. Another thing I did, you know, ever since I've got my license, I got my car and everything, automatically, now what I do is I keep a camera in my car. I keep a camera in my car, so the minute I get pulled over, I got the camera facing both directions. So both officers are being recorded. and everything that's going on is being recorded. So God forbid, you understand, shit goes left. I'm covered. You understand? And automatically, soon as it gets stopped being recorded, it goes directly to my phone, and it goes to my Amazon account. So whether if they took my phone or whatever, the minute I stop it, automatically I got it set up where those situations are going to my phone, it's being backed up into my files, and it's being backed up into my Amazon Prime account. You understand? God forbid they tip your phones or what have you. You understand? So we gotta be more understood, and I'm like, yo, it's a war going on out here, people. I need y'all to wake up. You understand? Wake the fuck up. This shit is not a joke. Especially being like me. You understand? I can understand the situations y'all going through and what have you. But that's one less situation you don't need. Get it over with and go about your business. You heard? So that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always speaking from the heart, man. And I always want to enlighten people. I always want to enlighten the youth. If I'm enlightening an adult, that's cool, but I really want to meet the kids, because a lot of kids don't have the information that they need. It's cool for me to tell you, what's going on out there in the news with Cardi B and this, that, and the third, or what have you, and what's going on. I got Jussie Smollett, like, but none of that means more than the information that could affect your day-to-day life. These people that we talk about half the time, they don't care for us. They don't know me and you. You understand? We're entertaining the fact of their situation, but that has nothing to do with us. That does not pay our bills. That does not fill up our refrigerator. You understand? A nigga care less. You understand? So, like I said, man, always understand, never get comfortable. The minute you leave your house, you don't know if you're coming back. The key is to come back home. Me and Freedom, we got a love thing. I'm never letting anybody come intertwine with that. You understand? That's why I don't even like getting people on my car. I don't know what you bringing them to my car. I don't know what you got on you. I don't know if you got any warrants. You know what I'm saying? When you step in my car, take your goddamn hoodie off if your relatives are, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of that headache, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. I'm not on that time. Keep that bullshit somewhere else. For me, I know how to handle me. Other people, they get pulled over, I don't know how they gonna act. You understand? So that's why people gotta stop riding around in the car, 2, 3, 4 motherfuckers smoking and drinking in the car. Like, it baffles my mind. Like, why the fuck do you think that you can't wait till you get home to smoke or drink? Yo, it is what it is. Trust me, I've been there. I've done those mistakes. So, another news, speaking of Jussie Smollett, I ain't really want to get into this. It was a whole clown fiasco, this whole situation. Let's get right into it. For me, from the door, I could care less about it. You know what I mean? It was like a circus show, and what's out of all of this that transpired, it makes me mad, and I'm kind of happy at the same time, because I never want to see nobody go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But some type of penalty was supposed to be for this man based on his actions and what have you. I still don't believe it. It is what it is. That's his situation. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. But the fact that, I don't feel it, that's just me. I'm not going to sit here and just say like, yo, you don't know him, that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? But like, my thing, they made it all the way to the president, and you made something so small, so big. And what was the motive behind it? You be the judge. You get your little $10,000 taken away, and you do 18 hours community service for the LGBT community, for real, and that's it. Had this been a dark-skinned black man, and this situation has made it all the way to the president, and he was not famous with money, that man would be under the jail right now. That's my only thing. Shit is not fair. This system is not created for those, you know, the unfortunates who don't have the financial backing, who don't have people in political power to just make a phone call and, you know, it's not fair. I represent those people, you know. I can't reach all of them and be able to give them all the little secrets that they need. Maybe, God willing, my channel get big enough, but the 1, 2, or 3 that I'm able to reach, you know, I'm content. I would love to reach the whole world and be able to enlighten a whole cesspool of people, the whole entire globe, you know, because nobody needs to go to jail. You know, jail is not fun. We're going to get into that topic another time, but let it be known, like, jail is for suckers. You know what I'm saying? If I have to go to jail, I'm going to have to go to jail. I'm going to go do my time as a man and handle my responsibilities and take my time on the chin. That's what it is. But if there's a program out there I could take, there's a probation out there I could take, you know, like most people don't even know. Like his situation, he think he's slick. You know what I'm saying? That's another trick he pulled up his sleeve. He went to do community service with them not even having to tell him to go do community service. So that was part of something that kind of played in his favor. You know, a lot of people don't know little tricks like that. You know, as soon as you get into something, you got a problem, and the law is trying to catch up with you, and don't turn yourself into a program. Tell them you got issues and, you know, you need help. Stay in that program until you're done, or tell them you're in that program. Trust me. They'll come get you out of there. And trust me, that'll work in your favor. And that's on facts. I know that. You know? But that's what it is. You know? Food for thought of the day. You know, this subject was very important to me. Like I said, I'm not caping for the police. And I know there's a lot of racist police out there. I know a lot of those cops that was kids that was young, who was getting picked on, or who are still racist. But I can't represent the whole public service people of America. You know, I'm not going to stand for it. As much as I would hate it, and it kills me every time I see another black man being senselessly killed, it baffles my mind how all these celebrities, all these people out here in this world, it don't even affect them. They go on about their day-to-day, care less. As soon as they got something to sell, as soon as they got something to promote it, they all in your face with it. You understand? But if you don't see it, you don't see it. You choose not to see it. You know, that's on you. Me, I'm not gonna stand with a blind eye and just watch this all go on. You know, I love every human being on the face of the planet. No matter what color you is, no matter the creed, no matter religion. I don't want nobody to have to suffer and go through that, being killed senselessly like a dog. Scratch that, dogs get treated better here in America than some human beings. On that note, man, food for thought of the day. Treat your brother and sister as you want to be treated. It's simple. It's not easy sometimes. I don't know why people can't, you know. Some people always want to put on the front or feel like they got to hold this persona. Me, I'm always respectful. Unless otherwise, then you see that other person. But as long as we cool and we stay cool, you'll never see him. Because I'm not letting you know what I'm saying, fuck up my groove. So, on that note, you know what I mean? Say your prayers, man. Please. You know, get into the habit of, you know, letting God bless your soul for the night as you sleep. You know, and tomorrow's a new day. Get suited and booted. Hump day. You already know, halfway through the week. Yeah, it's a war going on outside. No man, woman, and children are safe. Kitty itty bitties. That's all it's about to me. We gotta enlighten these babies. We gotta sharpen their tools. We gotta make sure that they're ready when they step outside the door, that they fully equipped, you know, how to execute certain situations, because you want your kids to be able to come home. So on that note, you already know this food service signing out. Peace. Chill.